Time and Eternity. 1. One dignity delays for all, one mitred afternoon. None can avoid this purple, none evades this crown. Coach it ensures, and footmen, chamber and state and throng. Bells also in the village, as we ride grand along. What dignified attendance! What service when we pause! How loyally at parting their 100 hats they raise! How pomp surpassing ermine, when simple you and I present our meek escutcheon, and claim the rank to die. 2. Too late. Delayed till she had ceased to know, delayed till in its vest of snow her loving bosom lay. An hour behind the fleeting breath, later by just an hour than death. O lagging yesterday! Could she have guessed that it could be? Could but a crier of the glee have climbed the distant hill? Had not the bliss so slow a pace, who knows but this surrendered face were undefeated still? Oh, if there may departing be any forgot by victory in her imperial round, show them this meek apparelled thing that could not stop to be a king, doubtful if it be crowned. 3. Astra Castra. Departed to the judgment, a mighty afternoon, great clouds like ushers leaning, creation looking on. The less surrendered, cancelled, the bodiless begun, two worlds like audiences disperse and leave the soul alone. 4. Safe in their alabaster chambers, untouched by morning and untouched by noon, sleep the meek members of the resurrection, rafter of satin and roof of stone. Light laughs the breeze in her castle of sunshine, babbles the bee in a stolid ear, pipe the sweet birds in ignorant cadence. Ah, what sagacity perished here! Grand go the years in the crescent above them, worlds scoop their arcs, and firmaments row, diadems drop, and doges surrender, soundless as dots on a disk of snow. 5. On this long storm the rainbow rose, on this late morn the sun. The clouds, like listless elephants, horizons straggled down. The birds rose smiling in their nests, the gales indeed were done. Alas! How heedless were the eyes on whom the summer shone. The quiet nonchalance of death no daybreak can bestir, the slow archangel's syllables must awaken her. 6. From the chrysalis. My cocoon tightens, colours tease, I'm feeling for the air. A dim capacity for wings degrades the dress I wear. The power of butterfly must be the aptitude to fly. Meadows of majesty concedes, and easy sweeps of sky. So I must baffle at the hint, and cipher at the sign, and make such blunder, if at last I take the clue divine. 7. Setting sail. Exaltation is the going of an island soul to sea, past the houses, past the headlands, into deep eternity. Bred as we among the mountains, can the sailor understand the divine intoxication of the first league out from land? 8. Look back on time with kindly eyes. He doubtless did his best. How softly sinks his trembling sun in human nature's west. 9. A train went through a burial gate. A bird broke forth and sang, and trilled and quivered and shook his throat till all the churchyard rang, and then adjusted his little notes, and bowed and sang again. Doubtless he thought it meet of him to say good-bye to men. 10. I died for beauty, but was scarce adjusted in the tomb, when one who died for truth was lain in an adjoining room. He questioned softly why I failed. For beauty, I replied. And I for truth. "The two are one, we brethren are," he said. And so, as kinsmen met at night, we talked between the rooms, until the moss had reached our lips and covered up our names. 11. Troubled about many things. How many times these low feet staggered, only the soldered mouth can tell. Try, can you stir the awful rivet? Try, can you lift the hasps of steel? Stroke the cool forehead, hot so often. Lift, if you can, the listless hair. Handle the adamantine fingers never a thimble more shall wear. Buzz the dull flies on the chamber window. Brave shines the sun through the freckled pane. Fearless the cobweb swings from the ceiling. Indolent housewife in Daisy's Lane. 12. Real. I like a look of agony, because I know it's true. Men do not sham convulsion, nor simulate a throe. The eyes glaze once, and that is death, impossible to feign. The beads upon the forehead, by homely anguish strung. 13. Funeral. That short potential stir that each can make but once, that bustle so illustrious 'tis almost consequence, is the eclat of death. O thou unknown renown, hath not a beggar would accept had he the power to spurn. 14. I went to thank her, but she slept, her bed a funnelled stone, with nosegays at the head and foot that travellers had thrown. Who went to thank her, but she slept. 'Twas short to cross the sea, to look upon her like alive, turning back 'twas slow. 15. I've seen a dying eye run round and round a room in search of something, as it seemed, and cloudier become, and then obscure with fog, and then be soldered down, without disclosing what it be. 'Twere blessed to have seen. 16. Refuge. The clouds their backs together laid, the north begun to push, the forests galloped till they fell, the lightning skipped like mice, the thunder crumbled like a stuff. How good to be safe in tombs, where nature's temper cannot reach, nor vengeance ever comes. 17. I never saw a moor, I never saw the sea, yet I know how the heather looks, and what a wave must be. I never spoke with God, nor visited in heaven, yet certain am I of the spot as if the chart were given. 18. Playmates. God permits industrious angels afternoons to play. I met one, forgot my schoolmates, all for him straightway. God calls home the angels promptly at the setting sun. I missed mine. How dreary marbles after playing crown. 19. To know just how he suffered would be dear, to know if any human eyes were near to whom he could entrust his wavering gaze until it settled firm on paradise. To know if he was patient, part content,